Morning all. How are we? Hey Nebula, how's things? Hope you're well. So this morning we are at Belfast, Northern Ireland, and we're going to do a short hop down to Gatwick this morning. You know Bevy? Yeah, I know Bevy. He does love the paper plane. I can see why. I see the fuel truck's finally made it. Right, let's hop into the flight deck. See if we can't get ourselves sorted. For whatever reason, the jet bridge doesn't want to know today, so that's fine. We'll say thanks, but no thanks to that. How's everyone's weekend? Why has that just come up? Okay, so let's apparently he lost a bet and his friends got to name his YouTube channel whatever they wanted. Oh no. Bevy, what have you done? What have you done? Let's get the APU started. Oh, that's sad. I guess you can just make a new account. Tell him to make a new account. I guess he can always lurk in the background. I guess the lesson there is don't make bets with your friends. Never ends well, typically. I hope he finds a way to come back. I'll miss Bevy. He's a good lad. Right, what have I done so far? I've done batteries, I've done external power, master, APU start, which should go to available in a second. And then we can get going. Yeah, I mean the obvious answer to that quandary is just make Bevy too. And go from there. Ditch the old channel. Available. Beautiful. Right, APU bleed. Nav and logo lights. I don't know what he was betting, but I don't think he'll do it again. No, lesson learned, I think. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, remind me never to make that bet with my friends. Has to keep the name for 20 days. I could have sworn he had a second account. In fact, part of me wondered if Nebula was his second account, but I guess the way you're talking, it isn't. I'm sure he had one name similar. What am I doing? External power off, because now we're on APU, navs 1, 2, 3. And fuel pumps are on. We're already fueled. I fueled before I started streaming. I don't know why I did that, I just did. So that's the reason. Emergency lights. No smoking. On. Right. So weirdly, when I went onto ChartFox earlier, I couldn't find a SID to get us out of here. So I'm curious as to what the plane's going to suggest we do. Because I do find there's quite often disparities between what ChartFox has and what the plane has. There's been a couple of occasions where I've come to go live and then the plane just doesn't have the SID that ChartFox is recommending. So I'm hoping it's going to be like that, but in reverse today. Passengers, where are thou? Payload. I love that it does it on its own now. So we've got the passengers. Let me just double check I did the fuel. Fairly certain I did. Yeah, I did. Nice. So now we can do our zero fuel weight, centre of gravity. Boom. Days. Okay, flaps 1/UP 0.1. Flex to temp. I need to figure out what that means. Somebody just told me to put in -50 one time, so that's what I've been doing ever since. Which I'm aware probably isn't the best idea, just to blindly follow advice like that. Nice, right, EGAA is where we are, which is Belfast International Airport. And we are taking off on runway, I want to say 25. I really do want to say 25. Hey, check it out, check it out, check it out. Watch this. I've set up a button on my Stream Deck to do this. It's not working, how embarrassing. Now it'll work, hang on, hang on, hang on. I was in the wrong view. There it is. Like and subscribe. It took me ages to figure that out. I was there for like half an hour, like, how do I get it to work? You and Bevy, you pair of troublemakers. You're trying to play tricks on me, aren't you? I'm onto you. I am onto you, don't you worry. Runway 25. There we go. Oh, so there is a SID. Seems awfully... Oh, okay, I understand. You get the lowdown on Bevy's misfortunes. Sorry, Bevy, I shouldn't laugh. Just in case you're watching the replay later. It's mildly amusing. I'm just going to have to go with no SID, I think. Lisbo. Alright, let's go Lisbo. Yeah, that is actually what it wants us to do, but I don't know why. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Alright, that'll do. Nice. Right, into Gatwick. Should get some views of the Isle of Man as well on the way down, which is cool. We're doing 26 left, I believe. ILS. And where is it? Disty. 1G. Gonna go via May, I think. Ooh, what's going on here? So really we could do without going to Willow. If we go from Holly straight to May, that would seem to make more sense. That would just be my 2 cents. Let's clear that. If we had ATC, we'd obviously be following their lead, but we, seeing as we're running solo, that makes more sense. We'll do it that way. Right. That is set up. Good. Well, do send my regards to Bevy. Don't know what the transition altitude is. Is it going to tell me in here? 6,000. Huh, that's quite low. Oh well. Right, altimeter. So we're doing live weather today, and it's blowing a gale here in the UK. So actually, not too bad at Gatwick. That's a relief. What are we? 994 air pressure. It's a long way down. 994. Morning, Jaleese, or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Where's my community at? Never mind. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Me and my wife were talking about this the other night. When I first started the channel, my first stream, it got like 200 views. And I was like, whoa, 200! I've never had 200 people watch before. I was like, that is unbelievable. And I've been uploading videos for ages, and they got like maybe 10 or 15 views. I was blown away by 200 views. I did it again, then I got like 500 views. Did it again, I got 1,000 views. Did it again, I got 2,000 views. And like the next stream, it's like 6,000 views, and I was like, oh my goodness, like 6,000 people. Then I looked at the average watch time, and it was like 40 seconds, which means people are turning up and being like, nope, I'm turning it off. So I think that was the YouTube algorithm, basically trying to hone in on who actually watches this stuff. Pixel, how's it going? At last. Good to see you. How are you? So yeah, it's a funny one really. I think now I get less views, but I get way higher watch time, so it's almost like YouTube has found me the people that actually want to watch this kind of stuff, rather than just getting a massive vanity metric of thousands that appear as the view number, but of course none of them actually stayed. It's a funny one. Right, flight directors are on. What is our... do we have any constraints on the way out? 4,000. That's above 4,000. Then we go to flight level 250. Let's just put 250 in the window then, because we're going to absolutely steam past 4,000 like almost instantly. I cannot complain, Pixel. It's a Monday morning and I'm about to do some flight simming, so it can't be bad, can it? You can't whinge at that. Maybe I'll stream Valorant one day on here for you. Oh, no one wants to see that, believe me. I have done it on my other channel, but yeah. The less said about that, the better, I think. Alright, thrust levers are in idle, engine switches are off. Auto. Lock the doors. Yeah, fly-by-wire today, Pixel, yeah. Maybe the next stream we'll do 737. That'd be cool. Okay, external power. It's time to get rid of that. Oh, we've already got rid of it. AP bleed is on. Seatbelt signs. I'm going to get pushed back in a minute, so it's time to... oops, wrong one. beacon. Thank you. Let's just check the top panel before we get too carried away. Just look at any white lights across all these panels. I can see none, which is good. Tell Bevy just to make a second channel and get in here now. That's the play. That's the play for sure. Right, let's look at where we are. So I think a sensible approach would be to get pushed back and try and get our tail around here-ish. So we'll see how that goes. The pushback system I think is a lot better. Certainly a lot better. Let's get rid of ground power unit. Apparently Google doesn't let him. Oh no. Bevy, what have you done? Morning, Rock Pebbler. Andorra, Spain. Now you'll forgive me, my geography isn't too good. Where would Andorra be? South? North? 50% visual, near the half by sound while I'm doing other things. Nice. Yeah, it's nice background noise for sure. Got to talk about that custom livery. Ah, right. There's plans. I have big plans. I'm currently designing a new one. I'll upload maybe some images of it as like a community post. But yeah, I was never happy with sort of how this ended up. And also, let me show you. See that little bit of blue there? Couldn't get rid of that, no matter how hard I tried. So now, you'll never be able to unsee that. Yeah, I'm trying to think maybe like a little bit of a rebrand on the channel. Nothing drastic. I just want to kind of get a cohesive kind of look. Potentially get some people on Fiverr to make me some liveries, just because I don't know, it takes me so long to do it. Like, so long. There's 11 people watching. What? Blimey, I'm getting all nervous now. I didn't realise that. Morning, everyone. I'll try not to mess up. Right, time for some coffee in that case. Yeah, come on, hit the like button. What are you doing? That's the price of admission. The stream is free, and some would say it's worth what you pay for it. Right, let's get this pushback system on. This is much better. I love this new pushback system, so we'll get that on. We'll call the tug. Oh, cheers, Pixel. I think I should be okay. I've kind of got a background. I used to work for a graphic design agency, so I should be alright, I think. It's been a minute, though, since I've gone into Illustrator or Affinity Designer. That's what I use now. You'll have to edit for Flight Simmers because aviation. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, opposite the island of Ibiza. Beautiful. You can see straight ahead. Straight across, that's amazing. That's quite a distance, isn't it? Right, parking brake on. Let's get parking brake off. And we will begin. I appreciate the offer though, Pixel, really. I love Affinity Designer though, it's a great piece of software. Poor Bevy. Oh. Yeah, we all miss Bevy. We get some ones typed in the chat if we miss Bevy. Right, if I go to the outside view now. Stopped. It's done it again. Why is it doing that? Oh, is it because that forklift? Surely not. It's not that smart, is it? Yeah, well done, Nebula. This pushback system has to be like the lumpiest and bumpiest pushback system I've ever used. Oh man, my coffee's just gone cold. That's disgusting. There. It's very annoying that it stops the minute I go to an external view. It'd be very nice if it carried on and I could sort of watch. Right, so I'm going to try and get us around here now. I suppose... It's actually got the lines on here, so I should... There we go, let's do it a bit tighter, then that radius should... You have 1 kilometre from GMT 0, but you're 1 hour ahead of us. Yes, you're right, Jalise. That is on the list of things to do. You are not wrong. Right, let's just zoom out to give me a little bit of context here. Let's straighten up. Hey, that's not bad. I'll take that as a pushback. That'll do. That'll do. I feel like I'm forgetting loads of stuff today. I don't know why that is. You know when you just feel like I've forgotten like a really important step of this whole process. Right, time to get engines fired up. Once we tell Tug to clear off. Tug, where are you? There you are. Parking brake on. Get rid of the Tug. Thanks for everything, Tug. Get our flaps out. Almost there now. Almost there. There we go. Right, let's get our switch back into normal. There we go. And AP bleed off, master off. Now we'll do our strobed auto. Those lights are taxi. Runway town off. Yeah, I don't think we will today. We don't really need them. It's not dark. It's quite bright outside. That's fine. And we'll do auto brake to max. Flap set to 1. We've already done that. Ground spoilers. Arm. So, we're going to go to the... going to take off in this direction by the look of it. Parking brake off. Let's go for a little taxi. Hey, I see Virgin are doing a 747 today out of Newquay Airport in Cornwall in the UK with a rocket attached to it. That's going to be cool. That's going to be tonight, I think. There's that flight sim stutter we all love. Days that'll fly by, unintended. So we're looking at about an hour in the air today, give or take. We're going to scoot past the Isle of Man. If I put the map up, there we go, you can see for yourselves. Oh, let's hope you never make that bet, Jalise. I don't know why my local pressure suddenly changed so much there. That's weird. I think maybe I must have rolled the mouse wheel as I was passing over the dial. I tell you what, I am this close to ordering that Thrustmaster yoke. I really am. Right, I'm just going to hold short here. And we will do our takeoff config check. Takeoff config normal, lovely. Let's get on out and get out of here. Oh, when the A380 comes out, we will do a long haul. All right. Let's put that marker in the sand now. We will do a long haul together. All right. So, how's the wind looking here? 240 and 13. Yeah, so we're actually not taking off on runway 25 now. I've made a change of plan. We're going to go the other way. So we've got a little bit of wind to deal with, but that's fine. Right. Everyone ready? Let's go. Not having to fight too hard to keep us on the centre line at the moment. Oh, get out of here, you silly truck. Crossing a runway like that. Alright, let's rotate. Get out of here. Before another ridiculous truck gets in the way. Positive rate, gear up. Levers back into climb. Auto throttles on. Yeah, we're using live weather today. Still not convinced it's in the best of places, but it is quite windy here in the UK today, so I'm kind of curious what how that'll end up. Yes, well done, baby. You made another account. Way to go. No, 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 no. What? Guys. I think my sim's about to crash. No! Oh. Oh no. We haven't had one of those in a minute, have we? Right, let's load up again. We're loading up again. I'll just put us on the runway and get us straight out. No, we need Bevy now more than ever. Bevy, get in here. Come on. Oh, that really sucks. Oh. And would you look at that? We had like 10 viewers. That's going so well as a stream, and it's all Why did it crash though? We'll never know. We'll never know. Oh, that's really annoying. Never mind. There's no point being angry over something we can't control. We'll load up and we'll go again. No worries, Nebula. Take it easy. Sorry for the crash. That's it. I need a new graphics card now. That's what it is, isn't it? I need a new GPU. 4090. Right, the sim is loading up, and I'll pop it back on screen shortly. God, that's so annoying. So I think what I'll do, I'll put it straight on the runway. All, you know, all fired up, ready to go. Right. I won't be a minute. Just loading us in, and I'll put the thingy back on. I'm amazed more of you haven't disappeared, actually, from the chat. I mean, numbers have dipped a little bit, but appreciate it, guys. Thank you for not instantly leaving. At least we weren't that far in. There we go. We're back. Just like nothing ever happened. Now, Sim Toolkit's going to throw a wobbler now, isn't it? Right, this will be the quickest config ever. Nice. Fuel. At least now we can download it all from the Sim Brief thing nice and quickly, which is good. Payload. Done. Right, how quickly can we get up in the air? Let's have a little challenge. In it. In it. F1/UP 0.1. 50. Those in. Departure 07, we'll put in this time Lisbo. Do nicely, insert that. Serves into plan. Let's get rid of EGKK. That now join up nicely. Yes! Bevy! You're back! Oh, and you missed the crash. Like, we're literally just taken off and we crashed. So we're trying again. I can't believe that happened, I really can't. Anyways, good to see you. Sorry to hear about the troubles. These things happen to the best of us, Bevy. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Right, let's get rid of Willow. Right, we've got a flight plan. Happy days. Right. Let me make sure. No, crashed the desktop. Sim crashed. Bev, you know I never crash. What are you talking about? Lights are on. Everything's looking good. Fuel is looking good. I feel all like rattled now. It's like, have I forgotten something? I don't think I have. Let's just go to Gatwick, shall we, and see how things go. Still, Bevy, at least you're just in time for the takeoff. Right. Takeoff config normal, cabin ready. Shall we go? Turn the parking brake off, that'd help. Right, sim. No crashing, yeah? Alright, let's rotate. And get out of here. Gatwick, here we come. Am I right? Gear up. Should have set local pressure really before we started. Still 994, I think. Yes, it is. Levers into climb. Yeah, desktop, here we come. It's nice to have you, Bevy. We missed you. Right, so the plane should, I think, try and find a nice angle onto this line. So probably not far off levelling. There it goes. So transition 6,000 feet, put that in standard. Right, now if the sim crashes again, I'll just cry, I think. I have to load up Warzone on the other channel and take out my anger on others. Appreciate you all sticking around though for the reload. Those that did, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. So where are we now? Yeah, here we go. So we're just at the limbo waypoint. Oh, the Sim Toolkit Pro stuff is broken because of the reboot. Never mind, just get rid of it. Nice, 10,000 feet, so let's get the lights off. Oh, I don't know, like people, I think it's a bit of a big ask, really, to ask people to stick around. There we go, so we're heading out. towards the coast, and then obviously across to England. We should have the Isle of Man on our left at some point during the flight. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat, at least. I think I like the music, but I can definitely understand those that don't. Aha, is this the Isle of Man I spy? Ooh. How is everyone? Not bad, thanks, baby. Not bad at all. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Why is that waypoint flight level 150? Okay, Kidley. How far is it to Kidley in total? $211 miles. And to go from... So we're only going at 25,000 feet today, so it's quite a low flight, really. Then to go back down to 15,000... Do that at 2,000 feet per minute. I think it's like 30 miles. Easy peasy. Don't mind me. Let's drag that off to my other monitor. So just coming up on cruise. And there's the Isle of Man. Is that accurate? Start your descent in 35 miles? No, it's not. It means we'll need 35 miles to do the descent from 25,000 to 15,000. So we're currently 204 miles away from when we need to be at 15,000. So probably about 160 something miles before top of descent. just wondering if I can reset Sim Toolkit. Drag that over here. Light planning, load last one. Yeah, it's not going to work. I don't know, it might do. No. No map today. Sorry, guys. Just enjoy these views of the Isle of Man. How many monitors do I have? Caps, yeah. How many monitors do you have? I only have the 2. Well, I have 2 and I have a TV that is... It's got the PS5 on it. I should maybe do like a setup tour, if you'd be interested to see it. I kind of got loads of photographs from when I converted this area into a sort of gaming room. So I'm actually in my shed, like my garden shed. So there was a whole process of converting it into what it is now. I should have took some video maybe when I did it. That would have been the smart thing to have done, but it would seem I'm not smart. It's probably the best view still, isn't it? Yeah, like it is one of those places where, oh, they've got an airport, we should land there. Of course they've got an airport, they're an island. Yeah, we should go Isle of Man one day. Let's do that. Yeah, it was a cool project, converting the shed. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those things where I was terrified of it being too cold. And everyone warned me like, oh, you'll get cold out there. You don't want to be doing that. I was like, no, I really think it'd be fine. I'm sure it'd be fine. So I insulated it like so well. So in every single wall and in the ceiling, I've got 100mm, so like 10 centimeters of insulation, which keeps it really warm in here. I mean, it does get cold, obviously, if I leave it overnight and I come in like I did this morning, then yeah, sure, it's gotten cold. But you've got to keep in mind that like a gaming PC is basically a space heater. Like you see people buying these like heaters for their, you know, electric heaters, a 500 watt heater. So that is basically a PC if you've got a high end one, because almost all the power that goes through a PC gets expended as heat. And it's got fans in it, so it blows the heat out of that machine, sort of forces it into the room. It's not just relying on convection or anything. So yeah, if I'm in here for a couple of hours and it's running at like full tilt, doing like Flight Sim or Call of Duty or something, like Call of Duty really makes it work. Call of Duty seems to max the processor and it maxes the graphics card, so the whole thing is just like going all guns blazing. So it's kicking like 300 or 400 watts of heat out. And I've got a little thermometer and it can easily get into the high 20s. It was getting really uncomfortable. And I didn't want to leave the door open because I was worried spiders would crawl in and it would become like a spider infested shed, which I didn't want. I went to great lengths to like seal the door with like that sort of rubber trim that you put around the door frame, so when the door closes it sort of goes and nothing can get in through the cracks or anything. But it was just getting so ridiculously hot, and it's that like kind of still hot air. Just couldn't move. So I bored some holes through the wall, and I bought some of those inline extraction fans. The sort that people probably put in their bathrooms and things like that. So I've got one of those drawing fresh air in, and another one connected to the PC with some ducting to pull the hot air out. It seems to work well. Over you and that paper plane. I'm not going to lie, there was a non-small part of me on New Year's Day that thought maybe I should do like a New Year's Day stream on the paper plane just to freak Bevy out. I thought, I know if I did, you'd probably be asleep or something and not see it, and I'd be devastated. So the background music's winning the poll, but not by much. Not by much. Yeah, don't do that, baby. Don't do that. $2.5K special, yeah. I don't know when we'll get to 2.5K. It seems like YouTube's on a bit of a go slow at the minute. I feel like we've had really good growth up until now, and then like a week before Christmas, just the YouTube Shorts just took a real hit. Like big time. I don't think I've had a YouTube Short go beyond 1,500 views in weeks now, which was unusual. And I know that sounds like 1,500 is still a lot, so I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I'm just confused as to why it's almost like someone just one day a switch was flipped in YouTube, and now it's like no. 1,500's all you're getting now. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll do it in maybe 2 or 3 weeks at current growth. Be full time in no time, just you wait. Oh, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it? Go in and quit my job. I can't take it no more, I'm leaving. And they're like, oh, what are you going to do? You'll never guess. Imagine telling your boss that. Like, I'm quitting my full-time job. And I'm going to go and fly pretend aeroplanes on the computer, and people on YouTube will watch me. Just as a concept, that is nuts, isn't it? I mean, for some people that's happened. Like, they can do that. Maybe not with Flight Sim, I don't know. But there's many full-time creators. It's incredible, really, the opportunities that YouTube's afforded people. I should work for the biscuit company. Should do a deal with them. In-flight snacks. Oh, you thought that one was this one up here? Yeah, I was reviewing some footage on my phone the other day and I thought I had a smudge on my screen. I was like trying to get it off. I was like, oh, it's the window. So here is North Wales. Many have gone full time with real-time plane spotting. Yeah, I suppose they have. That big jet TV's cool, isn't he? I love that guy. It's almost like it's got this like football kind of fan vibe to it. The way he sort of talks the planes down. Hey, no worries, Bevy. Good to see you again. I'm glad you got an account sorted out. Nice of you to pop by. Oh, I don't like that flickering. I wish they would fix that. There's got to be like... Can they not just like ban shadows being rendered on that bit of plastic? Alright, so we've got a right turn coming up any minute. About 5 miles time, which is when we sort of begin our journey south. Still about 9 or 85 miles from top of descent. Right, let's do a price check on that Thrustmaster yoke. Still $289. I'm going to do a bet like Bevy. I'm going to force myself to stay up and watch the whole stream. If I don't, my friend can change my use. Been here the whole time. You've been lurking, Nebula. You lurk away. Hey, check it out. I'm going to press my button again. Wait for it. Hey, like and subscribe. I'm a real YouTuber now. Stream is stuttering. Oh no. Possibly it is you. OBS is reporting full bandwidth on the stream. I've got 0 dropped frames. And that's what YouTube says. YouTube says I have an excellent connection. Maybe try reloading the stream your end. That might help. Seems to be okay now. Awesome. So we're a little over 50 miles from top of descent. So we're sort of looking sort of west over North Wales. Turn the cat option to live chat. Bevy said something on his main account. I can't see anything this end. I still can't see it. Oh, I see it. Surprised it let that through. Right, we need to enter destination data because we are getting close to Gatwick. Let's have a look. Pressure 10000000. Temperature 7 degrees. A bit cold today. The wind, what's the wind? 260 and 12. Not the worst. Hopefully. I don't really know about the music. I kind of like most things. Not too fussy, as long as it's a bit... I think for this type of content, it's appropriate to have something that's a little bit chill. Because that's like the whole vibe, I think, really, isn't it? Yeah, as long as it's nice and chill, that's the main thing. Right, time to start our descent. 15,000 feet. And we'll do it at... I've allowed us a little bit extra time, so we'll do it at a slightly lower rate. That might help us with just controlling our speed, doing it at 1,800 feet per minute rather than 2,000. It may help, or it may not. To work out what airport that is down there. Make a Discord server? Yeah, maybe. I used to have a Slack channel for another project I did a little while ago. I'm a little bit apprehensive of starting a Discord based on kind of the effort that went into the Slack. You may have a point, though. Just going to see what airports are nearby. RGBE. Why is that? Coventry. Of course it is. How do I replay my landings? I record the flight data, then I can sort of replay it all through a different view at a later date. Okay, so we're at 19,000 feet and 16 miles away from when we need to be at 15,000 feet. Maybe we should just increase our descent rate a touch. Yeah, I'd love to do plane spotting. I don't really live near an airport, that's the problem. How do I record my flight data? Just an app called Flight Recorder, I think. Imaginatively named. Yeah, that's just it. There's another one I used to use called Sky Dolly, but then for whatever reason I had a bit of trouble with that, so I just ditched it. It may be fine though now. Yeah, like if I live near like Heathrow or Gatwick, like I'd be there all the time. You know, with a camera pointed, but unfortunately I am nowhere near a decent airport. Plus I'm not entirely sure my family would be on board with either A, me being gone all day recording airport footage, or B, them coming with me to look at it. There we go, 15,000 feet. So then the next one is May. We need to be at 3,000, so how far is it to May? 76 miles. So to go from 15,000 down to 3,000, we need another 30 miles. So really we've got, yeah, we've got another 45 miles really before we need to do much. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just blame Bevy. Good idea. Yeah, I'm fully on board with that. Smelling's left the chat. Not long to go now, so we're at 15,000 feet on our arrival into Gatwick. And we need to get down to 3,000 is our next thing, and it's going to take 29 miles to do that. We do it at a slower rate, 40 miles. Let's do it at 1,500 feet per minute, because it might help us maintain our speed as we need to get lower, both in altitude and in speed. So that means 26 miles to top of descent. Do we have time for a return? Oh, do I? Maybe. Don't know. I'll have to assess when we get on the ground. That's okay, don't worry. I understand. I'm just looking at the time. I have a hard out. I have to be out of here in exactly 2 hours. Like, as in out of the house, in the car, travelling. So that probably means I need to have the computer off by 12:30, it's now 11:15. We could try it. We can try it. I mean, worst case, I guess I just shut the stream off mid-air. Probably is when you factor in, taxi out. I do wonder if that's going to give us enough time. We'll see. We'll see. I can always go over to my other channel and just play Call of Duty for an hour. If anyone's interested in that. Nebula, you've got all the good ideas today. I love it. Out of the box thinking. Next level thinking. I love it. Sorry, Shabiz. Oh, we could genuinely do that. We could genuinely do that. I am trying to get the other channel off the ground. Like, it is like wading through treacle, trying to get that channel to do anything. Like, sometimes on this channel, I'll have a stream where not many people turn up, but some people do turn up, and you think, oh, that wasn't the best of streams, never mind. But then you go onto the other channel, and literally, it flatlines at 0. I would watch COD. Right. Are you subbed to the other channel? I'll put the link in the chat. Hold up, I'll find the link. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, here we go. Last part of the descent. Pace reveal. Here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to level up loads of guns on COD at the minute. Good old Bevy. Always promoting me. Maybe Bevy should be my manager. The social media coordinator. Right, let's have a look at the route. So we're actually very close. As the crow flies, we're very close to Gatwick. We're like 25 miles out, but we've got a bit of a wraparound to do to get there, but that's fine. Yeah, I tell you what, starting another YouTube channel makes you appreciate, or makes me appreciate what I have over here. Like I say, some days you're just like, oh, I haven't quite got the numbers I hoped I would. But they are nevertheless numbers that you would absolutely die for on the other channel that gets nothing most of the time. Like, I uploaded a couple of shorts over the weekend, just zero views. Not even like one. It's like, come on guys, like I'm sure it's all in the titling. The couple that didn't do anything, I thought the titles were maybe a bit vague on reflection. I saw that you premiered your stream today. Oh, right, yeah, no, basically I thought to myself last night, I should really start scheduling my streams, because like the last little, sort of over the Christmas period, I just didn't know when I was going to be streaming. And I've only recently kind of figured out I could schedule my streams, which is slightly embarrassing to admit, but yeah, this is like the first time I've ever done that recently. So yeah, I'll be sure to keep doing that if that's useful to people. I'm kind of kicking myself that I haven't been doing it prior to now. I was sort of thinking, oh, it's a bit pointless because like nobody except for me said that like hit the notify button to sort of like wait for it. So I was like, oh, that's silly. That was like no point. But actually, I guess a lot of people will just see it and just sort of mentally log it and just know that I'll be streaming that day. So yeah. Speed brakes are required. Oh, that 737 stream, that was tough. The 737 streams stress me right out. Like, it's so difficult to fly that thing compared to what we've become accustomed to. Time for some lights. And when is transition? Be now. Oops, wrong button. What are you doing? So here we go, we're going to go down to Holly, round to May, and wrap around in on runway 26 left. Yeah, the 737 never ceases to stress me out. I think potentially made a bit of a mistake here. Because the distance that the plane reported to May, I'm now wondering if that is as the crow flies from here to here. Because it's nearly 20 miles to Holly, then we've got to do this big turn and wrap around. There's no way it's 21 miles, so that is as the crow flies. So it's not track miles, so I need to be more aware of that actually. Because I've always assumed this was track miles. Is there a way to make it track miles, I wonder? Ooh, don't know. Don't know, but I need to be aware of that. So can we see Gatwick? I think we've just potentially gone past it. Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the reasons, Jalise, that I want to get the Boeing yoke. To kind of get a little bit more into the Boeing stuff. Because I'm very aware that I'm severely lacking in that department. So just dropping our speed now to 220. Just trying to work out what motorway that is. We're heading almost sort of east. Would that be the M3? So we're south of Gatwick. That'd be the M3, isn't it? Up to the M25. So that's interesting. The vote now for just plain noise is winning. That surprises me. I honestly thought it'd be like 80-20 in favour of music. Yeah, 55-45. Let's get the first bit of flaps on the go. We've got decel in 11 miles. I'll tell you what, the sim better not crash now. Oh, don't. I'm not sure I would cope. Alright, we are now at May. Well, we will be in just a second. So now we sit here until it's time to come in on final. So can we see Gatwick? Could I do a night flight? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Maybe tomorrow? I'll probably do it in the A320 just because I'm more familiar with that aircraft. And if it's going to be a night flight, which will make it more unfamiliar for me, I'd rather have an aircraft I'm familiar with, if that makes sense. Because there's part of me that's thinking maybe I'll do a 737 stream tomorrow, but maybe we'll save that for either Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, I will schedule it so you can see it. time to think about decelling. So perf, activate approach mode, confirm, put speed into managed, and now the plane is going to go to its calculated approach speed of 127 knots. And we can look out the window as we set the flaps. No, it'll be a different time of day, so probably 7 PM UK time. Or maybe we could do it on Wednesday morning, which would be the same time of day as this one. So not tomorrow, but the next day. Depends if you could make a UK evening time stream, I guess, depending on your time zone. Yep, Wednesday it is. It's a date. There's Gatwick, just over there. 6 AM, yeah, okay, fair enough. I won't ask you to wake up at 6 AM for a YouTube stream. Gear down. Gear really helps as well with the maintaining of speed. Yeah, you and me both, Shanice.
2,500.
You and me both. So, we've got a big old turn now into Gatwick. Don't know if we can actually see the runways from here. There they are. Right, let's try not to crash. So we're going to maybe need to do a little bit of a crab to our left, basically, as we sit in the cockpit. There we go. So let's get approach mode on the go to start with.
2,500.
Yeah, thank you, plane. So there's us, runway 26 left. You can see this diamond is, as we turn, it's coming in to meet this yellow centre line. What's going on? Looks like the plane's having a bit of a fight with itself. Okay, so the wind has now changed massively to 300 degrees and 30 knots. Seriously. I mean, look at the crab on that. I mean, this is normally where the runway would line up, and instead it's now lining up with this button here. That's crazy. .260 and 12 apparently is what it's like on the ground, so hopefully as we get lower. Only eight viewers and only one person to chat. Yeah, I mean, I guess live chat isn't for everyone. I get that. I don't always chat in other people's streams, but I watch a lot of them.
2,500.
No shame in being a lurker. Right, flaps are full. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake medium. Lights are on. Local pressure set. Glide slope has been caught. Stable. Gear is down. All that is required now is for me not to mess it up. Look at that. There's some wind right there. I bet it will change really quickly in a minute. I find it hard to believe that at 2,500 feet the wind would be doing this, and then if we get on the ground and it is doing what it says, then, you know? There it goes. Love live weather. Thanks, live weather. Right, so now we'll let the plane... Because I did say to you we'd have to crab to the left, and of course we were then crabbing to the right. So what is it thinking now? 214 and 30. Well, it should be... Like, the 210 is right, but it shouldn't be 30 odd. It should be more like 12. It should be more like 260. So it's going to change. I bet it will change again on us. It's so ridiculous. Well, let's just see if we can do it, shall we? Bit of a giggle. We'll do a go around maybe if we need to. Okay, it's yeah, I don't know. Right, let's see if I can not mess this up. There.
1,000.
No, there is absolutely no way it does that in real life. It's totally bugged, I think. In my humble opinion. But it makes it challenging for things like this. So it's kind of good for content, I suppose. Putting yourself in ridiculously challenging situations that you would otherwise not be in. Okay, so the wind is now starting to change again. Thank you, wind. I hardly need any crab now. Though I do need a little bit. Oh, it's so annoying. I wish it would just decide what it wants to do and do it, you know? There you go, now it's changed again. Poor old auto throttle doesn't have a clue what's going on either. And now the wind is completely straight on, which is good for us, I suppose. But that crab has turned into basically zero crab.
300, 100 above.
So the pappies are in complete disagreement with the glide slope as well.
200.
Pappies say we're low, it feels like we're high.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Not bad. Not bad. That was smooth. I was quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. Right, let's see if we can vacate on this next. Weather though, it's just so annoying. It's like if you imagine the airspace is divided into blocks, like vertically. It's almost like once you cross from, like, I don't know, 2,501 feet down to 2,499 feet, it's like new weather. It's very confusing. Get the APU fired up. Still, it is what it is. I do like to use the live weather when possible. Because otherwise, if you just set the weather, it's almost like for the entire flight, the weather is just whatever you set it to. It would be nice if you could do it where you decide, like, so where I'm taking off from, I want it to be cloudy. And then when I'm landing, I want it to be sunny. And then just sort of transition and do whatever you want in between. So that you have some form of dynamic weather on your trip that is stable weather, so that the wind remains the wind on your final approach. Isn't necessarily live weather, but is some form of dynamic weather. Because it feels too binary at the moment. It either is or it isn't. It's like the wind is at 30 knots in this direction, and now it's at 30 knots in the other direction. It's like, wait, what? There you go, Microsoft, add that. There must be a plugin that does that. I'll look into some plugins. But the trouble is, for each plugin that you add, you're sort of relying on that developer to keep things up to date for every sim update. Because obviously if they don't, then you could end up with a crashy sim. Or just the functionality failing. Where am I going? I'm lost. Straight ahead. I think we'll head over to where those planes are straight ahead of us. I enjoyed that flight though, that was a nice little flight. Too bad about the crash at the start. I appreciate everyone that stuck around. That's a big ask, that, to stick around with when nothing's happening. This looks to be where all the heavy planes are. Let's go and join them, shall we? Room for a little one like us. In our teeny tiny A320. Here we go. Okay, so we've got a ground power unit in the way there. Hey, how's it going? Ah, now the ground power truck is getting out of the way. Alright, let's get in here then. Cheers, truck. I hate to say it, you've arrived just as the stream is about to end. But we're going to move across to my other channel because I haven't got time to do the return leg. Looking at the clock, I'm going to really struggle for that, to get the plane turned around and do all that stuff. We've got about an hour before I need to get out of here, get out of the house and get going to the rest of my day. So we're going to shoot over to the other channel and we're going to play some Call of Duty just because. Because why not? It's Call of Duty. Right, parking brake on. And engines off. Tracked our flaps. That was a rather pointy looking aircraft on that nose, isn't it? Yeah, give us a couple of minutes, Jalise. I'm going to go in and use the facilities and get the stream set up on the other channel. I love the sound of the engine shutting down. 62% in favour of no music. So yeah, the plan, everyone, if there's anyone left watching, we're going to head over to my other channel, my personal channel. Link is in the chat. And yeah, feel free to sub to that channel. We'll be going live in a few minutes. And we'll chill out and play some COD. Thank you all very, very much. I've enjoyed that flight. That's really good. It's a shame we don't have time for the return leg. It's just slightly too long, slightly not enough time. That's okay. Gives us some time to play some COD. So, head on over to that other channel if you like, and we will hopefully see you over there in a few minutes. I'll be going live shortly.